Hi, hello. My name is Lanre Ajayi. I'm a visual artist and a fashion designer in Calgary. In February 2019, I'm going to be bringing to the Calgary landscape its theatrical fashion show and exhibition of paintings in celebration of Black History Month. Now, before I go into the details of this event and production, I'd like to share with you briefly the principles, my artistic goals, what I intend to evoke, the feelings I want to evoke, the style of my creativity, and what I want to see ultimately. First of all, to me, art is freedom. Art gives me the opportunity to be myself, to express myself, to be who I want to be without any kind of prejudice, kind of a delay or encumbrances. Art gives me the wings to fly and be myself. And that is what I'm trying to showcase in different ways. Now, before going to what is my artistic goals and the purpose of, bringing this together, because it's going to be a collaboration with some other artists who I'm going to be showcasing their craft alongside. Basically, it's an empowerment, situation whereby I'm bringing the show to Calgarians, and at the same time, I'm using this as a platform to bring, other artists together, whereby cultural integration, communal understanding, and social, development, care for each other, and all of that will be part of the things people will witness on that day. I'm from Africa, and Africa is blessed with a lot of rich cultural heritage. So therefore, I'm going to be, bringing about how we can integrate, African culture into Canadian culture and bring something solid, a synergy of both cultures and something beautiful. So before I go into that, I'll do some simple experimentation of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to be doing my work, and the style of my creativity. With this simple experiment, it will give me enough opportunity to explain better, and then for the viewers to understand, what is in my heart and what I'm trying to achieve. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Thank you. That is a white background. Just all the thoughts. What do you feel? What can you see? What is going through your heart or mind? This is a black background. What feelings can you see? What do you perceive from this? What emotion is running through your mind in comparison to the white background? I will explain in details later. This is one of my paintings. It's a mixed media of acrylic and ink. It's all black with a bit of texture. Now, this is a visual art. What can you feel? What can you see? What can you say about this? What emotions can you, get from this? Is this painting speaking to you? And what is it saying to you? What can you see from this painting? How do you feel when you see this painting? Is there any kind of difference in your emotion and the way you feel, what you can see compared to the other painting? Welcome back. Imagine me in a crowd and I'm wearing this, or imagine a group of 100 individuals wearing this, and they're all walking all around, all seated together and wearing all black. Yes, it's covering nakedness, fine. It's clothing, it's textile, it's a fashion statement. But what can you get from this? What kind of emotions are you passing to the audience when people see you wearing this, which is not bad? I love black. But what kind of emotions do you evoke? What kind of feelings do you pass across? What are you saying with this? I'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, this is me in another kind of attire. You can see the colors. Now, I'm in a crowd. From the black dress of black shirt I wore initially. Imagine I have 50 people wearing all black and I'm wearing this alone. Now, what will you feel? What will you see? Or what can you see? You know, what kind of energy am I using? You know, with this kind of style of dressing or style of print. Now, these are one of the things I will try to explain in this video, just to give you an idea on a view of what I'm trying to communicate in my style of work and the purpose I'm trying to accomplish. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Now, from the experiences, from the experiment I just did, my artistic goal basically is to create wearable art pieces, whereby it can be art in motion. I want to create pieces where people can wear my design and then, like, they are canvases, working movable canvases. And I want to create this experience in a way that the choice of colors and the materials that I'm using will be subtle enough to be therapeutic and at the same time loud enough to accentuate human persona. Take for example, in my research to the Hindu celebration that is called Festival of Light, I discovered that even though it's called Festival of Light, but there's no iota of fire that is, ignited at this festival. It is simply the celebration of colors. At the Festival of Light celebrated in India, and every year, it's different powder color that is being, sprayed all over. It's basically they're using color to be an avenue to reach out, to celebrate joy, to use an aura of excitement. And that is what I'm trying to create. For example, when you see the paintings that I showed you initially, the black painting and the multicolor painting, you will agree with me that the emotions that both paintings, these paintings evoke, they're different. Colors are therapeutic in nature. When you see a yellow color and a black color, the emotions they communicate to you are different. And that is what I'm trying to create. I want people to feel good about themselves, to feel appreciated, to feel love, to feel, welcome and accepted, irrespective of your religion, race, gender, ethnicity. I want my pieces to be worn by people and feel good about themselves. Now, I discovered that there's power in acknowledging someone or power in appreciation. When people see you and give you compliments, that you're looking good, you're looking beautiful, it makes something, it tingles something in you, it sparks something in you. It makes you feel, wow, there's something different about me. Now, basically, it can be an experiment whereby the colors of the clothes you're wearing or the kind of energy you exert at that time makes people, it affects people's emotion about you. It makes people feel, oh, you're looking different, you're looking this way or that way, and that will generate a kind of response you get as you go on your day. And that is one of the things I'm trying to, bring about when people wear my clothes. When my paintings are on the walls, in the malls, in the museums, I want people to feel joy, to feel excitement, basically. My style of creation, basically, I use mixed media, and I love to take things that are basically, not of no value, using them in my paintings, put value on them, thereby, help possibly recycling and create something out of nothing. So make sure that nothing goes to waste. And also to make sure that we have a cleaner environment and make things beautiful. I want to use my experience that I'm gathering, like I'm experimenting with colors here and there, to communicate positive energy in the community. And also bringing people together from different ethnic backgrounds, wearing my art pieces. On my fashion show on the line, I have people with disability, I have professional models, and I have regular everyday people. I want them to feel comfortable. I want a unity, a common, a communal intermingling, whereby we love each other, we do things together, and I can feel comfortable as an African or as a Canadian or as a First Nation or wherever you are, in respect of your race or religion. I want them to feel, that sense of, of love, acceptance, accomplishments when they wear my clothing. Hold on, please. I will still be back. I want to talk briefly about my inspiration. What inspires this kind of my line and the ethnic line, and also my paintings. I once said somewhere that I listen to nature. my city speaks to me. I look around me, I look at the community, I look at people, I look at nature, and I get my inspiration from the way things are, laid out, the beautiful colors in nature. I love to play with colors. I love, colors excite me, and it brings out some beauty, some things in me. And I get my inspiration from when I see things around, when I see people, I study people, I take my time to look at people, to, look at events, communities, or to look at festivals, and I can pick things and I can get things. I don't know, it's the way it is to me. I hear, not like audibly, but it comes to me like an inspiration from nature, and that I introduce and inculcate in my style of paintings. What I'm doing decor pouring, or I'm doing a mixed media or metal construction or wood paneling, or I'm doing texture cloth with buttons and all of that, experimenting different kind of technique in my style of painting, and also to my fashion. Both ways, you will see a kind of synergy in my paintings and my fashion design. Basically, inspiration comes from both ways, and also from people around. I love to take in the atmospheric effect, the nature. I love when I look around me, I see things around me, and I put that into my work ethics. I'm trying to do some better creations, some better works, and I try to challenge myself. Example, in my pen and ink style of work, I'm trying to improve on that, because I'm doing some work lately that has to do with pen and ink, and I discovered that in the process, I need to be able to be flexible enough in the way my hands move on the canvas. And I did a bit of experimentation using some gel-based glue on my canvas to give me that glossy feel, so that my wrist and hand can move freely. I initially tried that with a dry canvas. I have a bit of restriction. I'm not flexible enough, but I did a bit of mixing glue with some gel and then laying it as a primer on my canvas, and I had a lot of movement, a lot of style, and that set give me an idea that this is a step further. That okay, I can do some better work, I can improve on this. And the same thing in my brush stroke technique. I discovered that if I have my canvas primed with some glossy gel, I'm a bit freer than using an ordinary primer. And the same thing goes for my passion. I try to use some materials, mix with some materials, and then the blend, the style that I'm trying to focus on, some of them, it's not really there for me. Now, what I do now is I put materials side by side, and I envision, I picture the end products, and I've been able to come up with some beautiful creations which you'll be seeing on the runway. This way, it's helping me to develop my style of painting, carving a niche for myself, and developing that style that is unique to Lanre Ajayi, so that when people see my work, they will know, okay, this is the style of Lanre Ajayi, and I'm still working on that to do better works. In closing, I want to say this, that I want my art to communicate oneness, love, unity, togetherness. I want to use my art as a medium to bring communities together, to create that kind of sense of belonging, to make Calgary, a home for everybody to feel loved, to feel appreciated. And at the same time, to make Calgary a reference point in all over Canada by showcasing my style, and then to let people see that we have ideas, beautiful, unique ideas, especially as an African immigrant, using my style of creativity and my experience that I've gathered over the years in Africa, bringing it to Canada and then blending it together. All of that you get to see on the runway, whereby I'm using polyester, I'm using wool, I'm using rayon combined with cotton, because in Africa it's all summer year round, whereas here, so I'm creating those wearable art pieces to be functional to this environment, so that at least for the 9 months of the year, you can comfortably wear my clothing. And at the same time, so wearing those clothing, people are seeing that, and they're getting, excited. I get that a lot anytime I'm outside wearing my clothes. I've been stopped in downtown, I've been stopped everywhere, even from Vancouver. I've been stopped and I'm asked, okay, where did you get this? And the same kind of emotion I want to, people to feel, appreciated, to feel excited, and then to, create something beautiful out of our city. Thank you very much for, taking time to listen to me. I'm Larry Ajayi. Thank you very much. Bye for now.